How to craft the perfect good morning message. This isn't just about sending a routine text, it's about creating a moment that stays with her long after the morning light fades. Picture this. She wakes up, reaches for her phone, and there it is. Your message. But it's not just another good morning text. It's something that stops her in her tracks, makes her smile, and plants a seed of curiosity about you. A message that makes her think, what's so different about him? Here's the problem. Most men completely fumble this opportunity. They're too bland, too eager, or worse, completely clueless about how to create an impact. Let me ask you this. How many times have you sent a good morning text only to sit there staring at your phone waiting for a reply that sometimes never comes? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the harsh truth. Women don't just respond to words, they respond to impact. If your message doesn't spark something, it's just another notification she dismisses with a swipe. This is where the wisdom of the Stoics can guide us. Stoicism isn't just about mastering yourself. It's about understanding others, recognizing what truly matters, and communicating with purpose. The Stoics knew the value of being deliberate, of saying only what is meaningful. Imagine Marcus Aurelius crafting a message. Every word would be intentional, powerful, and designed to resonate. That's the mindset you need when you send her a good morning text. What if you had a toolkit of 7 foolproof messages? Messages that don't just make her smile, but make her eagerly anticipate what you'll say next. 7 ways to cut through the noise, grab her attention, and build a connection that feels both genuine and exciting. It might sound impossible, but it's not. It's about knowing what works, why it works, and how to execute it with confidence. So, buckle up. No fluff, no cliches, just unapologetic truths about how to create messages that resonate. By the end of this, you'll not only know how to stand out, but how to leave an unforgettable mark. Let's dive in. The first type of message is the mystery message. Instead of sending a generic good morning, imagine this. You text her, "Good morning, you won't believe the dream I had about you last night." Can you picture her reaction? She'll pause, intrigued, and maybe even smile, wondering what's coming next. With one simple message, you've just made yourself unforgettable. Here's why this works so well. Women are naturally drawn to the unknown. When you hint at something unexpected or exciting, you create a mental loop, a question that demands closure. She'll spend the day thinking about your dream, curious about what you'll say next. It's a shift in the dynamic. You're no longer just another guy sending a routine text. You've become someone who sparked her curiosity, who stands out from the rest. This message is powerful because it's subtle, yet bold. Most men stick to predictable, safe approaches, but you're stepping into a space that feels fresh and intriguing. And this isn't about manipulation. It's about creating a genuine emotional connection. You're showing her that you're confident enough to be playful, daring, and unique. Now let's bring in some Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By sending a message that stirs her curiosity, you're painting her day with intrigue and excitement. You're giving her something to think about, to feel, and to look forward to. Stoicism teaches us to understand human nature and to act with purpose. This isn't just about crafting a clever text. It's about becoming the kind of person who leaves an impression through intention and finesse. So the next time you reach for your phone in the morning, skip the bland, "Good morning," and go for something that sparks curiosity. Be the guy who makes her pause, smile, and wonder. Trust me, this is how you leave a lasting impression, not through force, but through the art of intrigue. The second type of message is an emotional message. For example, "Good morning. I hope your day is full of amazing achievements. By the way, what's your biggest dream right now?" At first glance, it might seem simple, but don't underestimate its power. This message isn't just a greeting, it's an invitation. It shows her that you see her as someone with hopes, aspirations, and a story worth exploring. And that's rare. Most men don't go beyond surface-level chatter, and trust me, women see the difference. Why does this work so well? First, it shows you care. You're not texting her just to be present in her inbox. You're creating a moment for her to reflect and share something meaningful. When she responds, she's not just answering a question, she's letting you into a personal part of her world. This is how emotional bonds are formed, not through endless flattery or trying to impress her, but by making her feel seen, valued, and truly understood. Now let's layer in some Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Think of this message as planting a seed, one of curiosity, empathy, and genuine connection. You're not playing a short-term game here. You're aligning with a timeless principle. Focus on what truly matters. And what matters in this case isn't impressing her with shallow gestures, but understanding her inner world. This is where you stand apart. Most men waste time chasing attention, stuck in a cycle of superficial interactions. But you're creating something meaningful, something lasting. You're showing her that you're a man she can trust, someone she can open up to without fear of being judged. And here's the real game changer. When she feels safe enough to share her dreams with you, you've unlocked a level of trust that most men will never reach. That's not manipulation. That's building a genuine connection. It's about being the kind of man who truly listens, who values her thoughts, and who isn't afraid to step beyond surface-level interactions. So, next time you send that good morning text, skip the generic and go for something that matters. Ask her about her dreams, her goals, or what excites her. Show her that you care not just about her day, but about her world. Trust me, this approach doesn't just make an impression, it builds the foundation for a connection that's real, meaningful, and unforgettable. The third type of message is an imagination starter. Here's how it works. Good morning. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? At first glance, this might seem like a simple question, but it's far from ordinary. It's an invitation for her to dream, to explore possibilities. Maybe she envisions herself on a tropical beach, wandering through the streets of Paris or sitting on a peaceful mountain retreat. Whatever she imagines, one thing is certain. You're the one who brought that smile to her face. Suddenly, you're no longer just another guy sending a good morning text. You're the man who sparks her imagination and adds excitement to her day. So why is this so effective? It's refreshing. Most guys stick to boring dead-end texts like, "How are you?" or "What's up?" Those conversations go nowhere. But when you ask a question like this, it's engaging and different. It shows depth and instantly sets you apart from the crowd. You're proving that you're not just making small talk, you're creating an opportunity for a meaningful connection. Also, it creates an emotional connection. Women connect through feelings, and when you get her to dream, you're tapping into a deeper part of her mind. As she imagines these beautiful places, she'll associate those positive emotions with you. Excitement, curiosity, joy, it all becomes tied to your name. And let's be honest, most guys aren't even close to operating on this level. And you make an impression. Here's the brutal truth. If you're sending bland, lazy texts, she's not going to remember you. Women get flooded with generic, good morning messages. If you don't stand out, you're invisible. But when you send something like this, you're not just starting a conversation, you're making her feel something. And that's what sticks. Now, let's zoom out for a moment. This approach aligns beautifully with Stoic principles. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By sending a message like this, you're taking control of the interaction. You're not relying on external gimmicks. You're leveraging emotional intelligence to connect on a deeper level. Think about it. When you send her a text that invites her to dream, you're creating an experience that lingers. You're not just a notification on her phone. You're the highlight of her day, and that's the kind of impact that keeps her coming back for more. So next time you pick up your phone, don't settle for the usual. Think about how you can add value to her day. Inspire her, make her smile, and show her that you're not like the rest. With a message like this, you're not just starting a conversation, you're creating a moment she'll remember. Make her dream, and trust me, she'll keep thinking about you. The fourth type of message is adding in curiosity trigger. Here's how you do it. Good morning. Something amazing happened last night, and it totally reminded me of you. I'll tell you later. Now stop and picture her reaction. She'll pause, reread the message, and immediately start wondering, what happened? Why does it involve me? What's he going to say? That tiny bit of mystery has already done its job, hooking her attention and sparking curiosity. So why does this work so well? Curiosity creates emotional tension. When you plant a question mark in someone's mind, they can't help but try to solve it. That lingering sense of mystery is powerful. Even if she's busy, a part of her brain will keep circling back to your message, trying to figure it out. Also, you control the narrative. The beauty of this message isn't just the intrigue, it's the fact that you don't follow up immediately. Let the tension simmer. She'll likely reach out first, eager to hear the answer. And when she does, you've shifted the dynamic. Now she's chasing you. That subtle shift in energy positions you as someone intriguing and worth her attention. This approach isn't just about starting a conversation, it's about creating a presence. You're not just another guy texting her aimlessly. You're someone who knows how to spark emotion, to get inside her head in a way that's playful, exciting, and undeniably different. Let's be real. If you're still sending generic texts like, "Good morning, how are you?" you're blending into the background noise. Most guys are operating on autopilot with zero creativity, and those messages, they get mentally filed under forgettable. But when you send a message like this, you stand out. You make her feel something. Curiosity, excitement, or even that little twinge of frustration because she doesn't know what's coming next. That emotional hook is what keeps her invested, thinking about you, and wanting more. Now let's tie this to stoicism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This isn't about playing games or being manipulative, it's about intentionality. You're crafting your message with purpose, knowing it will spark a connection. Stoicism is about acting with wisdom and precision, and this message embodies that by creating a meaningful, calculated impact. The key here is to strike the right balance. You're not being over the top or trying too hard. You're planting a seed that grows throughout her day, keeping her intrigued. Because when you're the guy who leaves her guessing, you're also the guy she can't stop thinking about. So next time you reach for your phone, don't just send the usual, "Good morning." Send something that makes her pause, wonder, and anticipate what's coming next. This is how you go from being forgettable to unforgettable. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these good morning texts do you think would capture her attention the most? Or how would you tweak it to make it your own? Let's get the conversation started. Drop your thoughts below. The fifth message for tapping into memories. Here's how to do it. Good morning. I was just thinking about the time we went to the park. It was such a great day. We should definitely do it again soon. Why is this so powerful? Because nostalgia is emotional dynamite. It's not just a trip down memory lane, it's a way to bring back the emotions she felt during that moment. Maybe it was laughter, comfort, or the feeling of connection you shared. By mentioning it, you're not just reminiscing. You're making her relive those emotions. But here's where this approach goes from good to brilliant. You're not just reminding her of the past. You're planting a subtle vision for the future. The phrase, "we should definitely do it again soon," isn't just a casual suggestion. It's a way of anchoring yourself in her mind as someone she could keep sharing moments with. This message is personal, thoughtful, and intentional. It's not another "hope you're doing well" text that blends into the noise. It shows her that you remember the little details, the kind of things most guys overlook. And trust me, women notice when you pay attention to those moments. Why does this work so well? It revives positive emotions. You're reminding her of a time when she felt good, when the energy between you was genuine and easy. Nostalgia pulls her back to those feelings and, by association, ties them to you. Also, it sets you apart. While most guys stick to uninspired lines, you're showing her that you're different. You're not afraid to dig deeper, to touch on something meaningful. You're not just texting to text, you're creating a moment that matters. And it builds continuity. You're not just a figure from her past. You're painting yourself as someone who belongs in her future. By combining nostalgia with a subtle suggestion to meet again, you're connecting the dots between what was and what could be. Here's where Stoic wisdom adds another layer. Marcus Aurelius often spoke of reflecting on the past to draw strength and perspective for the present. This message does just that. It acknowledges the value of shared experiences while opening the door for new ones. You're showing her that you value the connection you've already built and want to continue nurturing it. And here's the brutal truth. Most guys don't have the courage to play the emotional game. They stick to surface-level texts, avoiding vulnerability and depth. But if you want to stand out, you have to go deeper. Nostalgia isn't just about making her feel good. It's about anchoring yourself in her emotions and creating a sense of continuity. So the next time you text her, don't just send something generic. Use nostalgia as a tool to remind her of the moments that mattered, and then invite her to create more. Because when you're the guy who makes her feel connected to the past and excited about the future, you're no longer forgettable. You're unforgettable. The sixth type is creating the subtle compliment. Try this. Good morning. You know what I love most about you? Your laugh. It's got this rare energy that lights up the entire room. Why is this so effective? Because it's specific and deeply personal. But when you notice something uniquely hers, her laugh, her enthusiasm, or the way she lights up when talking about her passions, you're doing something rare. You're showing her that you see her for who she truly is, not just the surface-level version most people notice. And that's a compliment she won't forget. Here's why this works so well. It's authentic and meaningful. You're not just praising her appearance, you're appreciating something about her essence. Her laugh isn't just a sound. It's an expression of her joy, her presence, and the way she lights up the world around her. Also, it reflects Stoic principles. In Stoicism, the focus is on virtue and character, what truly defines a person. When you compliment her laugh, you're admiring something tied to her character, her ability to bring warmth and joy to others. That's far more meaningful than complimenting something fleeting like her looks. As the Stoics taught, what's lasting and valuable is what comes from within, not what fades with time. And it sets you apart. Here's the reality. Most men don't pay attention to details. They're too focused on saying something flashy or trying to impress. By zeroing in on something as personal and genuine as her laugh, you're standing out. You're showing her that you're not just another guy throwing out generic praise. You're someone who values depth and authenticity. Here's the genius of this approach. By complimenting her in a way that speaks to her soul, you're creating a connection that goes beyond casual admiration. You're showing her that you're different, that you value the small, meaningful details that most men overlook. And by doing so, you're not just standing out. You're making her feel truly appreciated, something she won't forget. So, the next time you want to compliment her, skip the cliches. Notice the details, the things that make her who she is, and let her know. In a world full of superficial chatter, be the man who speaks to her heart. The seventh type of message is creating excitement that lasts. Here's how you do it. Good morning. I've got a little surprise planned for you, and I can't wait to see your reaction. Can you feel it? That instant spark of curiosity? She's going to pause, reread the message, and start wondering, what's the surprise? When will I find out? What could it be? You've just captured her imagination, and now she's hooked. Here's why this works so well. It combines mystery, excitement, and meaning. You're not giving her the full picture, just enough to intrigue her. She doesn't know what's coming, but you've hinted that it's something special. This creates a sense of anticipation, much like a movie trailer that leaves the audience eager for the full story. Also, it keeps you in her thoughts. Every time her phone buzzes, she'll be thinking about your message. That little mystery will linger in her mind throughout the day. And when you're the person who keeps her guessing, you're also the person she can't stop thinking about. The Stoics valued intentionality and purpose in their actions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This approach isn't about manipulation. It's about creating meaningful experiences with intention. By sending a message like this, you're crafting a moment, a story, something that makes her day brighter and more exciting. Timing matters. Don't overwhelm her with constant messages or overuse these techniques. Sprinkle them into your conversations naturally to keep things fresh and exciting. Respect is the foundation. The goal is to build a genuine connection, not manipulate her feelings. Use these messages to start meaningful conversations, not as a way to play games. So, the next time you text her, think bigger. Don't just send a good morning for the sake of it. Create a moment that makes her pause, smile, and look forward to hearing from you again. Because when you're the man who sparks curiosity, builds excitement, and delivers on what you promise, you're the man she won't forget. Now here's a question for you. Which of these 7 messages do you think would resonate most with the woman you're interested in? Drop your thoughts below. It might help others too. And remember, these aren't one-size-fits-all solutions. The best messages are the ones you make your own. So be thoughtful, be intentional, and most importantly, be yourself.